It wasn't luck that saved him that morning. It was something else, someone else. They called him Viro. Not many in the small mountain town remembered when he first showed up. Quiet, weathered, eyes full of fire and silence. He worked odd jobs, always helped the old folks with their broken fences, and left jars of soup on porches when the wind got mean. But nobody really knew Varro hat he carried, what he'd lost, or who he whispered to when the sun rose over the ridges. But one thing was certain, things shifted when Viro prayed. On that cold morning in early spring, Viro rose before the sky turned orange. His cabin creaked as he moved, worn boots stepping across the wooden floor like they remembered every ache he'd ever walked through. He stood still by the window, eyes closed, and the world hushed around him. Then he spoke out loud, not dramatic but deep. Father, if you still walk with me, I need you now, not tomorrow, now. It had been a hard winter. Folks were losing jobs, marriages were fraying like old rope, and his own body had begun to betray him in ways he couldn't fix with herbs or rest. Doubt tried to whisper into the cracks of his soul, but this morning something was different. A voice stirred inside him, not from outside, not from memory, but from something older than time. My beloved child, my will no one can stop it. Not fear, not loss, not even death. Viro dropped to his knees. It wasn't a dramatic fall, just a surrender. A moment where a man finally stopped trying to carry the world and handed it back to the one who made it. Tears came easy. Not the kind that burn from pain, but the kind that cleanse. If your strength fails, the voice said, I'll be by your side. He felt it. Not warmth, not wind, but presence. Like the air itself had turned into arms that could carry him. He stood, breathing slow, and walked to the door. He didn't know what waited in town. Maybe more loss, maybe another goodbye. But he also carried a promise now. You are not alone. You never were. You matter. And I have written your name in places no storm can erase. As he walked the trail toward town, the trees whispered, the wind carried a holy hush, and it felt like all of heaven was moving on his behalf. He didn't see the warrior angels, but somehow he knew they were there. He didn't hear the heavens open, but somehow peace fell over him like rain on dust. And when a boy ran out from behind the church, sobbing lost, hungry, afraid it was Viro who caught him, not with answers, but with arms steady from grace. You're safe now, son, he said softly. You're seen, you're loved, and it ain't luck you're here today.